Hello, everybody. So, welcome. This is the 38th week, we're finishing up the 38th week of this natural bodybuilding competition prep. I am 2 weeks out from my next competition of this season, which is the INBF Battle of the Bay. Just 2 weeks away from today. My goodness. And I just finished competing at the WNBF Ontario, which was 2 weeks ago, which was fantastic. You can check out my last video kind of recapping that whole experience if you'd like, but it was my favorite bodybuilding experience that I've had so far as events go and competitions go. It was amazing. I was really happy with how I showed up and the individuals that I met. Like, I made some really cool connections with other competitors. The event itself was run really, really well. And it was just a ton of fun, to be honest. Like, I keep replaying it in my head. I'm just excited to get to do it again and again as we kind of continue throughout the season here. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to the next competitions. And I'm just 2 weeks away from the next one. So as far as the caliber goes, I think it's going to be a pretty high caliber competition, just like the first one was, which I would have it no other way. When I initially picked out the competitions at the very beginning of the season, I kind of made a point of picking the ones that I knew were going to have the steepest competition, like they're the most athletes who are going to be there, and just to give me an opportunity to see how I would really stack up against like some of the best natural bodybuilders in North America. So really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really high level competition. I know that Jeff, my coach, he's having several other of his athletes there, so I'm excited to meet them. We're all technically on the same team. We have the same coach. I get to meet Jeff in person too, so I'm so excited. Like, my goodness. I know Eric Helms is going to be there as well too, which is also really exciting. Like, I'm a huge, as far as the evidence-based fitness goes, and he's one of the guys as far as that goes. So I'm really excited to hopefully get to meet him, but I'll get to meet Jeff too, and it's gonna be pretty darn wild. At this point of prep, my goodness, I'm feeling it more than I have this entire time. It's been 38 weeks. It's hitting me the hardest it ever has, and that's just because we're still digging, we're still pushing. I wasn't sure if that was going to be the plan, but it is the plan. So, I mean, we did our best for that first competition, but even so, we still have room to improve quite a bit, and that improvement mainly being in conditioning. So we still have body fat that we can lose. I got really lean, but it's funny, you get this lean, it's like there's always more to lose if you want to. And that's been our chosen route, is we're going to try to sharpen up more. We are sharpening up more, and it's really working. Like, it's been 2 weeks since the last competition. We've been pushing pretty hard, to be honest, like pretty hard. I mean, the calories have been somewhat similar as they have the past 10 to 12 weeks or so, which is 6 low days, about just over 2,000 calories, and then 1 high day, just under 3,000 calories. So we've been pushing that. But the step count has increased quite a bit, which I'm actually really liking. It makes me feel like I'm doing more, and I like the feeling of doing more. It's just I feel really productive that way. I mean, bodybuilding doesn't always mean you're always doing something, but I like the feeling of getting to do a little something extra, which is more steps. I'm liking what it's doing to my daily life too. So I work a lot, and what it's forcing me to do is to take like intermittent breaks throughout the day to go get shorter walks in to reach my large step counts, which is, I think, increasing my overall productivity, and it's also making my days really enjoyable. Like, it's like I get to take a couple breaks in the middle of the day to go for little walks, expose myself to nature, enjoy the weather. It's like we're getting into fall now. It's my favorite season, so it's not as hot as summer. I don't like how hot it gets here in the summer, so it's nice to be able to enjoy a little bit of the cooler weather. It's still nice, it's still beautiful out, but just a little bit cooler. So I'm really grateful to be able to get to do that. But anyways, yeah, we've been pushing, and over the past 2 weeks, and it's getting really hard, not gonna lie. Energy's tough. I can feel it all over my body, even with my workouts. My goodness, the workouts are hard right now. Like, they are so hard. But I think it's really paying off, and I'm happy to do it. I really am. I'm really grateful to get to do this thing. It's like, um, it's we choose to put ourselves through this kind of discomfort, and it's all worth it because we get to see this thing that otherwise we would never get to see, and that thing being we get to see what our potential is, as far as how lean and muscular and symmetrical we can get through. It'll be 46 weeks of prepping by the time I'm done or something like that. And we're already at the end of week 38 going into week 39. So this is very cool. It's hard as heck, but my goodness, it's so rewarding. And I love the flow of it too. Like I love that I feel like I'm being productive and I'm working and I'm making progress, and it's like I get these little rewards along the way. I'm very driven, like I'm very wired that way. Like I'm very dopamine driven. Like I like that reward feeling from, working hard and then feeling a little bit of a reward, and the reward being just like finishing a hard workout and feeling good about it, or like getting to eat like one of my low calorie meals, and getting to enjoy that. Speaking of that, hunger is pretty darn high at this point, which, hey, we would expect nothing else at this point. I think the biggest difference is like I've been hungry this whole time, but now the food focus is setting in. So it's not just like hungry, but it's like, if I find myself a little bit, if I get bored at all, the first place that my brain is going to go to is like thinking up all these weird concoctions I can do with food. Like just some of it just totally bizarre that you would never even think of, unless you're in a competition prep. So my brain is definitely going to those places now, but this isn't my first rodeo, so I know it's going on, and I know that it's just part of the prep. Things are going to get back to normal when I'm eating like a normal human being again at the end of the prep, after November there. So these weird feelings that come with prep, they're here now. They're gonna go. It's just like the food isn't really here right now, but it's gonna come back. And yeah, I'm just trying to embrace the process at this point. It's a pain, but it's like it's a good pain. I always think of this quote in Harry Potter. I think it's from The Prisoner of Azkaban. I can't remember. Someone correct me here, but I think it's in Professor Trelawney's class, Charms class, and they're reading Charms. And you guys, please correct me. Let me know where this quote comes from. But they're reading Harry's like future, and it says, "You're gonna suffer, but you're gonna be happy about it." And I don't know why. I can't even think of that quote in the right context, but I think about it all the time. It's like, you're gonna suffer, but you're gonna be happy for it. And I feel like, that's kind of like contest prep. You suffer through it a little bit, but you're happy about it. You get to meet some kind of really cool end, and it's very, very rewarding. And yeah, but anyways, I love the feeling. I love the flow. I think that's what Jeff likes to call it. It's like going with the flow or feeling the flow. Like I like thinking of it like that. Like this is the flow. But yeah, so things are going good. It is the hardest it has been thus far. My sleep is very off right now, and it's actually not off. It's just different. So like I wake up at between 3 and 3:30 a.m. every day now. Go to fall asleep at around 8. So I'm not 8. I would say between 8:30 and 9. So I'm not getting. I'm like probably moderately sleep deprived, like 5 to 6.5, 5 to 7 hours of sleep, which actually at this point of prep isn't terrible. It's not good. Like you definitely would want to get more sleep than that, in my opinion. But for this deep in a prep, like it's not terrible. Like I've seen people that sleep like 3 to 5 hours a night. So I'm getting a little bit more than that. But biggest thing is just wake up at 3:30 a.m., get started with my day, practice posing, go for a walk, then get to work right away. So I mean, like even right now, I've been working for a little while already. It's 5:25 a.m. here. It's like, well, I'm starting the work day, might as well. I've been working for a while already, and I actually like that. It's nice to start the day off, being really productive before the rest of the world is awoken. I like the early morning walks too. They're really nice. But yeah, here we are. So there we go. Just 2 weeks away from the next competition. We're pushing hard. I'm really, really excited about it. like genuinely. And I'm happy I got that first competition finished because I went through the process. I know what it's going to be like again. I refreshed my brain, and now I can enjoy this one a little bit more than I think the first one. And I really enjoyed the first one. So super excited. And the physique is looking pretty good too, I think. I think we're going to take it up a level. But anyways, thanks guys so much for watching and supporting. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to watch more. If you want more updates, like the video if you'd like it. Watch some more of the videos. Got a lot of vlogs here in this prep. But again, thanks again, and I will see you all next week. Bye guys.